Breaking news. Newly surfaced documents connected to the late financier Jeffrey Epstein are drawing renewed attention to the extent of his contact with powerful figures years after his first criminal conviction. The material forms part of what are now widely referred to as the Epstein files, a collection of emails, legal records, and correspondence released through court proceedings and investigative disclosures. The documents do not allege new crimes. However, they provide insight into how Epstein continued to operate within elite professional circles despite his criminal record. Jeffrey Epstein, who died in custody in 2019 while awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges, had pleaded guilty in 2008 to soliciting a minor for prostitution. That conviction resulted in a controversial plea deal and a jail sentence widely criticized as unusually lenient. Despite this, the files show that Epstein remained involved in high-level discussions years later. One document dated August 2013 contains an email exchange involving Epstein, Boris Nikolic, a former scientific advisor linked to Bill Gates, and Larry Cohen, a legal representative. The correspondence discusses proposed terms of an agreement, referred to as points. These include clauses on mutual non-disparagement, strict confidentiality, the waiver of future legal claims, and the formal ending of an employment relationship. The document also references the provision of positive professional references. At the conclusion of the agreement appears a typed line reading, "Signed Bill Gates." There is no evidence within the document itself confirming who authored the email or whether the signature reflects direct personal involvement. Legal experts caution that such wording does not, on its own, establish authorship, intent, or wrongdoing. Bill Gates has previously acknowledged meeting Jeffrey Epstein on several occasions after Epstein's 2008 conviction, describing those meetings as a mistake and stating that no business relationship resulted. The document does not accuse Gates or any other named individual of criminal activity. What it does demonstrate is Epstein's continued role as an intermediary in sensitive professional and legal matters long after his conviction. Investigators and journalists say this raises broader questions about why Epstein retained access to influential individuals and institutions despite his criminal history. The Epstein files, taken together, reveal a pattern of sustained social and professional engagement that contrasts sharply with Epstein's public status as a convicted sex offender. Victims' advocates argue that this reflects systemic failures that allowed Epstein to maintain influence and protection for years. U.S. authorities continue to state that Epstein's death was ruled a suicide, though scrutiny of the circumstances has persisted. No further criminal charges have been brought against individuals named in the documents solely on the basis of these files. The release of the material has reignited public debate about accountability, transparency, and the responsibility of powerful institutions to sever ties with individuals convicted of serious crimes. As more documents are reviewed, journalists emphasize the importance of distinguishing verified evidence from speculation. The Epstein case, they say, remains a reminder of how influence, wealth, and access can complicate justice.